Hola Ceci,
Hola, Su, ¿cómo estás? Un viernes más juntas.
pues sí, un viernes más juntas y en esta ocasión queremos dedicar el programa a lo que acabamos de vivir, que es una
Sí.
fecha muy especial. Como recordarás, el 29 de noviembre de 1977, la Organización Internacional de Naciones Unidas declaró esta fecha, 29 de noviembre, como el Día Internacional de Solidaridad con el Pueblo Palestino. En esta ocasión, en Truco, tenemos la gran fortuna de poder contar con la presencia de una periodista palestina, Alaa Karajah, que tuvimos la oportunidad de conocer en una reunión en Barcelona organizada por la Xarxa de Mujeres Periodistas Feministas. Y pues esta entrevista la haremos en inglés y luego la
Excelente.
traduciremos para todos nuestros amigos.
Claro,
Con
en qué momento tan importante, Su, de verdad, de dedicarle nuestro espacio para conocer ambas posiciones y sobre todo, que es lo que más nos interesa a nosotras, es el lado humano, saber qué es lo que está sucediendo y nos solidarizamos con todas aquellas familias que están pasando por momentos tan terribles que las imágenes nos las muestran, algunas que nos llegan, donde hay muchas pérdidas de vidas humanas y sobre todo hay mucho dolor. Y por eso es nuestro interés en dar a conocer la posición de nuestra querida La, que hoy ha accedido a, a conversar con nosotras.
Es así, es así. Sin más preámbulos, hello Allah,
Ay,
welcome,
Ala.
welcome.
Ah,
Con Ceci Su, welcome Allah.
welcome
How,
our program.
Thank you, thank you. Good evening to you, Susanna and Cecilia, for having me. Thank you for this opportunity
Yes,
to speak about what's happening in Palestine
yeah.
and highlight the Palestinian suffering and what happened now due to the Israeli
Yeah,
war in Gaza Strip.
okay.
yeah.
For our friends, Allah, please, could you tell us more about you, please?
So, my name is Alaa Karajah. I'm a Palestinian journalist and I'm a writer. I work now as a TV presenter in Al Arabi TV channel in Qatar, but I live most of my life in Palestine. So I worked also as a presenter journalist, and as a Palestinian, I have lived the daily suffering caused by the Israeli occupation. And also as a journalist, I have covered most of the Israeli wars on Gaza Strip, also the violation and attacks on the Palestinian people, which was ongoing during the decades, because of the Israeli occupation since 1948.
So, Ala, tell us, how is in this moment the situation? You receive information of your country, your friends, the family, maybe. What is real situation in this moment in the zone?
Yeah, actually, it's very hard to speak about what's happening now, and so painful to see our friends and family in Gaza Strip and in whole Palestine suffering from the Israeli attacking. A month has passed now since the massacre committed by the Israeli occupation forces against the Palestinian in Gaza Strip. We are talking about 10,000 people died now, 70, 100% of them women and children, innocent people, civilians. So how can we describe this? It's a genocide. It's a genocide continuous as we speaking. It's one of the most horrific crime in the modern history. We live in true panic and terror and frustration, actually, as we see Israeli forces commit war crimes, attacking and bombing hospitals, shelters, schools, neighborhoods, killing innocent people, civilians, while the world is watching. I'm not talking, of course, about the people, the free people who went out in demonstration all over the world demanding the protection of the Palestinian and demanding the justice for the Palestinian. I'm talking about the international community and the countries that partner with Israel, which give it the green light to do this and to continue this for a whole month of killing.
Yeah.
Israel bombing and targeting schools, shelters, hospital area, and ambulances. They also bombing refugee camps after they force people to leave their homes, their houses, their neighborhoods from the southern Gaza, killing thousands of innocent men, women, and children, of course, in violation of international law. This is madness. Has got to stop. Dozens now are killed and other injured in Israeli bombing. Last Friday, this Friday evening, they bombed Al-Shifa Medical Complex in Gaza Strip. The occupation admitted that it had bombed an ambulance in front of the medical complex. Al-Shifa Hospital Complex is one of the most biggest hospital in and demanding them to evacuate the hospital and force people to leave. Even those in hospitals in risk because there's no supplies. The supplies are running out and the sanitation is getting worse. We are talking about reports from the UN. The UN warned that 130 premature babies in incubators were at risk. We are talking about, I tried to reach my friends there. They lost their homes. Their homes was bombed, actually, and sometimes I can reach them. Sometimes I spend hours waiting for the reply. There's no electricity, no connections, no good water, no drinking water. There's the reports saying that children forced to drink seawater. There is no food now. And as I said, 100% of the victims of this aggression are women and children. I think everyone have seen the painful videos of families that have been killed, that bodies under the rubble, in spite of all the lying coming from Israeli and misleading information that there is a military that Israeli attacking, but they attacking schools. They attacking people who leave their homes to schools or to hospital, thinking that it would be a safe place. Actually, there is no safe place in Gaza. Everyone is targeted. Now hundreds of injured and dead people under the rubble. They still under the rubble. We're talking about 10,000 people died, but this number will increase in the days that are coming. The humanitarian situation in Gaza is horrific. Not enough food, fuel to power hospital is running out. Also, the shelters by the UN agency assisting Palestinian refugees, UNRWA, were at nearly 4 times their full capacity and are being hit and bombed and get bombed from Israeli. Essential supplies and services are running out. Children actually face catastrophe as death. also, I want to talk about my colleagues, my journalist colleagues. Israeli occupation forces systematically targeting journalists and media institutions in Gaza, and it's have been doing this since every war before. The Israeli occupation army killed 46 journalists after bombing them in their workplaces. As we also, our friend, our colleague Muhammad Abu Hatab, he was reporting to a Palestine channel, and just the moment he leave to his family, he came back dead with 11 of his family, 11 persons of his family.
Susana, this is the feeling of the situation, the feeling of the woman, you say, the mothers that they see any moment his kids, Allah said they don't have nothing to eat, no water, the cities disappear. So Allah, thank you very much for share this, the feeling of the people who don't have nothing to talking for him.
Thank you for your compassion. Thank you for your solidarity. Thank you for this chance. I think it's very important to speak up and to enlighten this suffering, because I know, and we all know, what Israeli media trying to do by spreading lies and misleading information, and covering the truth, and covering what happened, and covering these crimes, these war crimes. War crimes are happening now in Gaza. I think people all over the world, in spite of all the Israelis, are seeing, are understanding, are knowing what's happening. But we need an action. We need to stop this. This must be stopped. I don't know. Maybe people must force the governments to stop Israel from continuous this violation on Gaza. I think there's many solutions, but the most important is to end the occupation, the Israeli occupation. Thank you for your time.
Thank you,
Thank you
very much from our hearts. Every single human life is sacred, and we have to respect that. We also hear with Cecilia and everybody, we are our hearts with peace and for peace, and we send you our hearts too.
Thank you so much, Susanna and Cecilia. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alaa.
Thank you.
So, Susana.
Sí.
Hemos oído el testimonio de Alaa, y la verdad es que nos sentimos bastante conmovidas por la situación tan terrible que se está viviendo en esa parte del mundo. Y desde aquí, como ya lo hemos dicho, nuestros votos porque la paz llegue lo más pronto posible.
Nuestro programa siempre está comprometida con el desarrollo sostenible, y este no será posible sin la paz. No habrá progreso sin la paz. No habrá humanidad sin la paz. Por lo tanto, personas como Alaa, como cada una de las personas que nos ha acompañado siempre, son para nosotros primordiales, porque nuestro objetivo es difundir los fundamentos de la paz, los valores de la paz. Y es por eso que estoy contenta de que hoy nos ha podido acompañar Alaa Karajah.
Sí. Y nosotras nos vemos la próxima semana.
Nos vemos la próxima semana,
Esperemos
Cecilia.
que con programas más
ligeros.
Más ligeros. Un saludo, un cariño, Su. Gracias, Alaa.
Chao. Chao.
Gracias.